Hey guys, just a quick story that I wanted to share. I was having a conversation with a couple of young professional wrestlers about a lot of the legends and the people, the forefathers of professional wrestling that came before us that were plying their trade in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I tried to convey how good these legends were beyond what you see on television and archival footage of the championships that they won or some of the famous feuds that they were in. I was in a match many moons ago, not going to talk about how long, but Uncle Ivan Koloff. Ivan Koloff was a staple in professional wrestling in the Mid-Atlantic, Crockett Promotions, and in the independents until the 90s and the 2000s, where he was still performing at a very high level and was taking the time to help a lot of the younger generation. I was in a multi-man match, 6-man, 8-man, can't really remember. And Ivan Koloff was wrestling with this young kid, 19, 20 years old, maybe 1 or 2 years in the business. And as he's kicking and punching and putting in work in this match, he's telling a joke. And I don't mean, why did the chicken cross the road, like a 1 or 2 liner joke. No, this was like a priest and a rabbi walk into a bar, like a long, drawn-out, story-type joke that he's telling in between the grunts and the kicks and the punches. And it just totally blew my mind that he was so comfortable in what he was able to do inside those ropes that he was able to then have this conversation while it's going on. People sitting in the front row, the nosebleeds, they had no idea this was going on. They were just watching the Russian Bear, Ivan Koloff, beat up this young kid. And after the match was over, I asked him, I said, Uncle Ivan, like, I noticed that's what you were doing. And I asked him why. And he said, well, Bubba, I've been doing this so long and at a high level that I've got to find ways to entertain myself. And it just blew my mind that he was so comfortable in the ring that he could do that. And it was as a way to entertain himself, but also it kind of lessened the pressure of everybody else in the match. Like, hey, Uncle Ivan's having a good time. We should as well. And so a lot of you young guys, when you go back and you watch some of these legends and you're in awe of the things that they did in the formative years, being our forefathers, just remember how good they actually were. And sometimes you can't actually see when you're watching on a computer screen or a television screen until you're actually there and you witnessed it firsthand. Please do not underestimate the ability and the greatness of some of these legends in professional wrestling. Take these lessons and be able to pass it on. It's just a cool story, and I thought it should be shared. And so my gift to you, Uncle Ivan Koloff, the joke-telling Russian Bear of professional wrestling.